From questions about her race to those false reports on Lil Tay's alleged death in August 2023, let's explore a bit more about this pint-sized social media star. Claire Hope, aka Tay Tian, or Lil Tay, rose to viral fame in 2018. Already a year into her social media star career, the 9-year-old swiftly became known as a foul-mouthed young girl and the self-proclaimed youngest flexer of the century. Her Instagram account, which accumulated millions of fans, was also littered with brags and obscenities that would likely cause anyone else her age to be grounded for the rest of their preteen lives. Lil Tay also became known for boasting about her wealth on her page, flashing wads of cash, spinning the wheels of fancy cars, showing off $100,000 watches, and flaunting her name-brand outfits. The posts fascinated tons of onlookers, and Lil Tay undeniably made her mark in the social media sphere. By that summer, however, she suddenly became inactive on Instagram. Over the next few years, concerns for Lil Tay's well-being would brew online amid her parents' custody battle and accusations of child abuse made against her father, Chris Hope, which he denied, according to Complex. On August 9, 2023, a since-deleted statement appeared on Lil Tay's previously defunct Instagram account, alleging that the 14-year-old had died. The post, which also claimed that her brother had died, read in part, "It is with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain."
Rest in peace to Lil Tay, y'all.
But when people contacted Lil Tay's father, Chris Hope, he declined to comment. The outlet also confirmed that the LAPD and LA County Medical Examiner's Office didn't have any record of her death. Meanwhile, TMZ deleted its article reporting on the death announcement. With many fans left confused over the news, some felt it may be a hoax. Thankfully, Lil Tay herself confirmed as much to TMZ the following day. She said in a statement, "I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say." The statement added that Lil Tay's Instagram account had been hacked, leading to a traumatizing day while the mess got sorted out. According to Lil Tay herself, the lifestyle she lived, or at least pretended to live on social media, was a drastic change from her life just a few years prior. In a since-deleted YouTube video shared on her account in December 2017, the social media star said she used to live in Atlanta and was, quote, broke as hell. Reflecting on her transformation, she added, "But one day I woke up and I said to myself, I ain't going to be broke no more. So I got up and worked hard, started moving bricks, and now we be living in the hills."
I'm richer than everyone right now.
But
all of you.
Her seemingly troubled past was likely why she lashed out at critics who judged her for her behavior on social media back in April 2018. In the Instagram post, which has since been deleted, Lil Tay said she was simply trying to accomplish her dreams, regardless of her controversial antics, and urged critics to let her be so she could make her mama proud. In December 2017, Lil Tay clapped back at YouTube star Rice Gum after he called her out for bullying his sister in a video posted to his account. He also urged the social media star to just be herself, rather than appropriating African American culture, which prompted her to respond by saying she was partially black. Lil Tay said, "You don't even know anything about me, so why are you just making assumptions? So now you know, and you can just shut the up, thanks." Despite the tween's declarations, the suspicions regarding her background were reignited in May 2018 after an Instagram video allegedly showed Lil Tay being coached to act and talk how she does by older brother Jason Tian. In response, Lil Tay claimed to Good Morning America that her internet persona was all her.
This is my decision. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Once the controversial preteen seemingly dominated Instagram and developed a significant and profitable social media following, she turned her attention to the music industry, releasing her debut single, Money Way, in April 2018. However, the song caught quite the backlash for its unconventional and straight-up disturbing lyrics. Even so, the social media star didn't seem to have any plans to forego her music at this point, despite the heavy criticism. In fact, when asked how often she made music during an interview with Sound and Track magazine that February, Tay replied, "On the daily basis, I wish I could drop music every day." However, the aspiring rapper would only go on to release a handful of tracks, including a collaboration with fellow YouTuber Jake Paul. Anytime you saw Lil Tay amid her viral fame, fellow social media star Woah Vicky was usually lurking closely behind. The two would often refer to each other as sisters and even partied it up together at Coachella in April 2018. The duo was so close that they often went toe-to-toe with others for one another. That May, for example, Woah Vicky called out Lil Tay's brother Jason, who had been heavily criticized for being the alleged mastermind behind his sister's antics, on her Instagram account, insisting in the since-deleted post that he was too old to be doing such things for social media. In April 2018, Lil Tay got caught up in some beef between Woah Vicky and Danielle Bregoli, aka Bad Baby or the Cash Me Outside girl. Apparently, Bregoli was upset that Vicky had used a derogatory word to describe one of her friends, so she confronted her in Los Angeles, per TMZ, and Lil Tay was right there for the entire thing. Tay later posted the exchange on her Instagram, showing bodyguards stepping in to defuse the situation after Vicky and Bregoli came close to throwing blows at one another. Lil Tay also attacked the Gucci flip-flops rapper online, writing as part of an expletive-filled rant, "How a girl gon' talk about Gucci flip-flops when you only can afford tank tops? By the way, you look like a rat with draw-on eyebrows."
She was clout chasing, and I saw the fear in her eyes, but she was determined because she just wanted to get some extra clout.
If you've ever heard Lil Tay's single Money Way and noticed the undeniable similarities to Lil Pump's record-breaking 2017 single Gucci Gang, it's not just a coincidence. The aspiring rapper was apparently one of his biggest fans, and she called Gucci Gang her absolute favorite song ever. Lil Tay even temporarily went by the name Jet Ski, one of Pump's monikers, to express her admiration for the Miami native. In April 2018, one of Tay's biggest dreams came true. She finally got to meet the D-Rose rapper. She also used the opportunity to capitalize off her beef with Danielle Bregoli, insisting Pump wasn't feeling her either. Once Lil Tay's idol was allegedly in on her beef with Bregoli, fans guessed that it wasn't going to die down for a while. However, while Lil Tay later called Bregoli out once more when TMZ caught up with her that May, their feud eventually appeared to fizzle out. When Chief Keef released his bubbly single, Can You Be My Friend in 2017, he probably didn't have a 9-year-old in mind. Nonetheless, he and Lil Tay have seemingly forged a close-knit friendship and even appeared together at one of Keef's shows in April 2018, photos from which were later posted on Lil Tay's Instagram account. Although many people were expecting a music collaboration from the two, the video was actually just a recording of their exchange at Keef's concert. In the clip, he's shown gifting the tween a headband from his clothing store, Glow Gang, before going on stage at his show. But the gesture at least proved just how solid their friendship was. Meanwhile, Lil Tay also grew close with late rapper XXXTentacion. Calling him a father figure in an Instagram tribute following his tragic death in 2018, she wrote in part, "X, you truly changed me. You were there for me when everyone wanted me to fail. You were there to give me advice. You were there." What actually made Lil Tay famous, her profanity-laced social media posts and affinity to flex in foreign cars and lavish homes, forced her mother, Angela Tian, to resign from her job as a real estate agent. It all started with one particular Instagram video in which the internet sensation was shown flaunting a wad of cash and showing off a red Mercedes convertible. Turns out the car belonged to David Yang, the managing partner of the realty company Pacific Evergreen Realty that employed Tian. He told Global News that the mother of two had initially asked if her daughter could simply take a photo with the car, but he had no idea the post would end up on Instagram in front of millions.
I'm only 9 years old, I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car.
To make matters worse, that wasn't the only time that Lil Tay had used her mother's real estate connections to flex for her fanbase. After Tian was exposed, it was also revealed that her alleged new apartment, which Lil Tay had bragged about in another Instagram video in May 2018, was actually a listing for the same real estate company. And with all that evidence, Tian couldn't do anything except resign. There had often been a lot of skepticism surrounding Lil Tay's actual residence. Many of her videos appeared to be shot in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, and other elite parts of California. However, once her mother got called out over her daughter's antics, it was revealed that Angela Tian was a real estate agent in Vancouver rather than the Golden State. The suspicions were further fueled after Lil Tay claimed she was living in a $3.6 million penthouse in Beverly Hills when it was, in fact, located in Canada. It also didn't help when internet trolls decided to do some research on the then preteen and unearthed the contact information of Lil Tay's management in May 2018. According to the Daily Hive, they found a Vancouver area-based number, which raised even more eyebrows regarding her actual whereabouts.